Hello students, yesterday we have started our chapter of bio, that is our environment, and in this chapter we have discussed about the environment, how environment get polluted, and about the wastes that are generated by us, and the types of waste that are biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes. And while we have discussed that, we have come to know that non-biodegradable wastes are very harmful for the environment because they persist in environment for long time. Mean they remain in the environment for long time. So, non-biodegradable substances, as they remain for long time, they may give much harm to the environment around us. Now, today we will start with ecosystem. Ecosystem, as we know, it is a system in which all living and non-living components of environment interact and maintain a balance in nature. Means livings and non-livings, they both play role in maintaining environment or ecosystem. So, ecosystem, definition of ecosystem is it is a system in which all the interacting organism in an area together with the non-living constituents of the environment form ecosystem or form it, or it is a sum total of all the living organism and the environment around themselves and the processes of interaction between them in a certain area. So, this is the ecosystem. Thus, ecosystem we can say is an interacting system consisting of biotic and abiotic components. So, ecosystem, it is comprises of two of the components. These are biotic and abiotic components. Biotic, as the name indicate, it is related to all of the livings. Livings mean including plants, animals, then human beings and microorganisms. They all make the biotic component of the ecosystem. Next is abiotic. Abiotic mean all the non-living components of environment, like temperature, then soil, then rainfall, wind, air, light, etc. These are the abiotic components of the ecosystem. So, we see an ecosystem is a component or a combination of abiotic and biotic components. Biotic, as we know, that include plants, animal, microorganism and human beings. And as we have studied in lower classes, that these biotic components or the living components depends upon the mode of nutrition. When biotic components have different modes of nutrition, and we can categorize them as producers, then consumers, and last is decomposers. So, these are the biotic component in which we can categorize the organism on basis of their types of nutrition. As we have studied in lower classes, producers producers are the organism that are capable of photosynthesis or process of they can able to produce their food by themselves by the photosynthesis process. So, producers, these are all plants because they contain green pigment chlorophyll, which in presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide is able to prepare their food by themselves. So, these are the producer. When biotic components contain producer, so all plants are called as producer. Now, consumers. Consumers all are of many types. These are if we take the first, that are herbivores. So, consumers we can take it as herbivores. I am writing here consumers. These are first are herbivore, mean the organism that depend for their food on plants or that take food by the plants. So, these are the herbivore and these are called as first order consumer, first consumers. Then next are carnivores. Carnivores, these are second order consumers, we can call them second order consumers, as they depend on herbivore for their food. Mean they feed on herbivore and take their food from them. So, these are called as second order consumer. And third, that are also called as carnivores, yet we can say them top carnivores, and these are called as tertiary consumers. Mean they feed on second consumer, or we can say they can take their food from these plant eating animals. Mean the animals that consume plants, they consume them and they are top carnivores. Next is the decomposer. As we know, decomposer, they decompose the dead decaying matter of plants and animals. Mean dead decaying plants and animals, they are decomposed by the decomposers, and these are like bacteria and some type of fungi, etc. They decompose the dead decaying matter and convert them into usable part of environment. So, in this way we see biotic components contain producers, consumers and decomposer. They form the ecosystem. Beside that, we see that abiotic component, they also helpful in formation of ecosystem. These abiotic components like water, air, soil, then temperature, humidity, etc. They also play part in formation of ecosystem. So, ecosystem, it is a combination of biotic and abiotic components, and we see these both biotic and abiotic components, these both play role, or they interact with each other and maintain two things. They maintain first thing, that is flow of energy. Mean they can maintain flow of energy. Energy, as we know, we get we all livings get energy from the solar energy. So, sun is the ultimate source of energy. Sun, this is sun, and all biotic components, they are producers, then consumers, they both get energy from this solar energy, mean producer produce food in presence of this solar energy by the process of photosynthesis, then consumer consume producers and they get energy directly indirectly from this sun. Beside that, decomposer, they also get energy from producer, or they decompose these plants and animals, etc. So, we come to know from this that ecosystem, it is a system of biotic and abiotic components. So, that is all for today. Next, we will talk about the types of ecosystem on the next turn.